everyone, today we are on day 28 of Junk Journal July UK, which is hosted by the Vintage Button and Be Happy Stationery on YouTube, and is a collaboration between Facebook group Junk Journal Community Chat Room UK, Be Happy Stationery, design team members and guest designers. So prompt 28 is tickets and tags, so let's have a look at tickets and tags. I've got some tags that are already made. I've got some that I can make some tags with, some card. This is just scrap card. I've got some things to cover the background of the tag with, and then I've got some tickets here as well. So you do get tickets in the kit. This is part of one. I have used the rest of it, and also I printed it off in a smaller version to put on the front of my journal. Also, I'm going to show you how we can make some tickets. So these are also from the Hale Herbology journal, and they could have been used to make tags with as well, but I'm going to show you how to make a strip of tickets with them. So you will need your hole punch, the one you use to make holes in your tags with. You will need that for your tags anyway, and what you do a half a hole on each line. See, just on the line at the side, just a half a hole. You could do it with a pair of scissors. You don't have to have a hole punch, it just makes it that little bit easier. And if you wanted to do this one as well, just do it around halfway. I'm just going to do it around halfway, just do the little. And then we've made ourselves a strip of tickets, and if we wanted to, here's the full thing. We could decorate it as well, look, we could decorate our tickets. These have got, there's some what looks like tea there, mint tea. It says admit 1. We've got a plant there, we've got a butterfly there, and we've got numbers along the bottom, 9, 10, 11. So we could do the numbers, couldn't we? Let's have a look. We'll get it the right way up, and we'll get my trusty pen out. You could do it with stamps if you wanted to, but you don't need to have stamps. You can do it like this. And I'm going to start out with number 1, so 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, just for ease of. Oh, I haven't done the ends, have I? We need to do a little half circle, a quarter circle on the ends we need, not a half. But yeah. As I say, if you don't have a circle cutter, just use your scissors and just cut out a little half circle. Oh, we didn't put 07 on, did we? 07. So we've done that, and then it says admit 1, so I could put admit 1 on each ticket, couldn't I? So yeah, that's what I've done, and also I've got a piece of tape measure here, and I thought I could just put little bits of it. I'm going to cut it in half for a start. I'm going to cut it in half down the middle of the numbers. It's a bit too wide. I'm just going to use bits of it to decorate the tags with. Got a ready-made ticket there. We've got those ones we've made. I don't think we're going to need to make any more, but if we do, I've got the stuff there to make them. And then I've got this one to cut out that I can use as well. So don't think I'm going to need this one, but I'm going to cut it out anyway, and then I've got it just in case. I can buy these tag makers, so it needs to be there. So I need to cut that down to the right width. It's too wide. I'll put it down a little bit less, I think, so it'll go in easier. Yeah, I think that will do. So I'm putting that down to the width of my tag maker of this, and then I'm going to show you how to do it without a tag maker. So with a tag maker, you literally just pop your card in, make sure it's in the middle, and just punch, and there you have a tag. I'm going to make 2 tags out of this piece. It really is a nice easy way to do it, and then I can fold it in half like that. Cut it in half. I'm going to round the corners. You can round the corners with scissors, you don't have to use a corner rounder. There we are, so that's 2 tags made with the tag maker. It does make it nice and easy, the tag maker does. And then I'm going to make 2 out of this card, which is from a dog food box. We get a lot of dog food boxes in this house. And they're just, I would say they're just the right thickness of card. They're a nice, you know, I do like them. I like that they're craft coloured as well. I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to cut them in half. Cut it in half. And then you can either use a card you've got already and draw around it to make the edge of your a tag you've got already, and draw around it to make the edge of your tag like this. Like so, and then in the middle we'll put where we want the hole to be. So you can do that, or you can just simply get your scissors, cut a triangular, sort of a long tailed triangle out like that, to turn it over and use it on the other side to make sure that your edges will match. and then you would just guess where your hole is going to be, roughly in the middle. Use your hole punch. If you don't have a hole punch, use some sharp scissors. Once you get your stuff, you know, your wool or whatever you're going to use through it, you won't notice anyway. So that's that one done, and then this one, I'll cut the hole while I'm here with the hole cutter, and then use my scissors to cut out the fancy shaped edge. There we go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've also got another couple of 2 or 3 ready-made tags. So let's get these tags, or some of them, decorated. I'm using these backgrounds that are master boards from the Hail Herbology kit. So let's glue this onto there. I'm going to glue some of that paper onto here, the master board. Running out of glue here. Put that glue off and then put it all the way over one side like that. That will be the background for our tag. Trim off the extra bits. And that is wide enough to fit that on, so I'm going to fit one of those on there. I've got glue all over my finger. I'm just going to put that on there as well. I'm going to get my knife out and get the glue out of my, because it's running out of glue. I can't get any more out with the thing, but I can get all of this out with my knife. There we go. No point in wasting it. So then I'm going to spread my glue onto here. That's probably high enough, actually. I've just gone and torn the paper. Up a bit higher. Yes, I forgot to there. Right. We need more glue. There we go, that should do it. There we are. Let's cut this one out. These ones have quite a large hole in them, don't they? So I'm just going to cut them with my normal hole punch, and we'll manage with that. I don't know what else to do really. Yeah, so we'll do that. And that will be the back of the tag where you write on it. And that will be the front. We'll put a little bit of decoration on there, maybe a bit of writing as well. Okay, so we've got that one covered, that one covered. Let's cover one of these little ones and that fancy one. I think that will do us. On the back of here, one of these and the fancy one. See which is, yeah, that's the best side. That's the best side to write on, I think. So we want some glue. So I've got out a few bits and pieces for decoration. So on here, I'm thinking I would like a butterfly on there. Yeah, so I'm going to put a butterfly on it and then maybe a word across the bottom. So where's my glue? As it's a small tag, it doesn't need, as you know, so much on it. I could even put some lace across the bottom. Oh, that does look pretty though, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a little bit of lace across the bottom then. And for that we'll use this glue. It will stick better. Oh yeah, that looks lovely like that, doesn't it? Don't even know if it needs a word now. Mm. And then keeping with the theme of neutral and natural, I've got some twine to put through the hole in it. There we are. Perfect. So that's one done. Then we've got this great big one, so it's going to need quite a bit on it, I would imagine. But we'll see what we've got. If I've got something quite big to put on it, like that's quite big, isn't it? Let's give that a bit of a dab with the dabber. Definitely needs it if it's going in this journal, or even just on the tag. There we go. Do like that. I think that's blackberry or something. Let me see what words I've got in the kit, because I've got a whole sheet of words. And I think that's blackcurrant. I don't think we've got blackcurrant on here. No. But I can cut out one of the labels and write blackcurrant on it if I wanted to, or I could just write something else on it. But yeah. So both the background and these labels are in the Hail Herbology kit, which is by Be Happy Stationery on Ko-fi. Yeah, I could put, yeah, that's going to look nice like that, isn't it? So let's put, actually I'll write on it first, because I'm terrible at, you know, my writing's not very marvellous. I'm not a very neat writer. So let's put something, what can we have? Let's write herbology on it, shall we, to do with the kit, isn't it? Herbology. Apology. And we'll do a little fly or something at the end because I've done a bit of a mess up with the there we are, look. Perfect. Let's glue that onto there then. And then the same string again. There we are. It's another one done. And that can be written on quite easily, so that's fine for that. That's 2 done. Now for the third one. This is our little one like that. Shall we use one of our mushrooms on? Let's see what we've got. We've got that big sticker there, which I might use on that other big one. We've got these mushrooms. They would fit on there, wouldn't they? And they need a little bit of rubbing with this. Yeah. Oh, we've got the leaf. That won't fit. We've got this. These are pretty. Got these stamps. We have to do that one and that one. Or that one and this little tag I've found. Little label I found. No, I'm not, it's just not doing it for me. We could use that. That's pretty. Now that does look like a type of tea. So we could maybe have one of the words under there, like chamomile or something. That could be I always say it's chamomile, I haven't got a clue if I'm honest. But I'm going to use the chamomile tea for that one. And I'm going to have to cut it down because I think it's going to be too wide for the tag, but that's okay. Yeah, it's just a tiny bit too big. I'm just going to, I'll glue it on and then I'll trim it off. Put a bit of string through it. There we go. Oh yeah, and then the last one, definitely want lace on this one as well. I really like the lace. I'll put some lace on the bottom of this, or somewhere on it, or maybe not on the bottom yet, I don't know. I really like this. I think I might put that on there. Let's make the hole first because the hole's missing. Oh, I'm going to have to use my smaller one though. I think my bigger one's too big for this hole. That'll do, as long as I can get my string through, that's all. So I'm thinking, although that is a bit white, isn't it? It's a bit, maybe it's a bit too white. Let's see what else we've got. these stamps. I love the mushrooms, always love mushrooms. A big butterfly there. I like how that looks. And do I move them up and put the lace at the bottom? Not 100% satisfied yet that I've got what I want on there. That looks bigger. I like that bigger one. I like that word, the lovely, yeah, I like that. But then you can't really have that and that, can you? Not with the lace on it. You can always take the lace off it, I guess. No, I'll use it for something else. Got leaves, I could use that. Got another ticket that I made earlier. Figure 3. No, I think it's going to have to go across the bottom. I think we've decided that. Or at least I've decided that. Just thinking, I've actually got this butterfly there. Let's see how much too big this is and if we can put it on or not. I might have to just fussy cut the butterfly out to put it on, but we'll see. There we go. There's my beautiful butterfly. Let's glue that on. And then we need something here, don't we? I really like that lovely. Does look nice, doesn't it? I don't think on such a big space it matters that it's got lace on it, so I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm just going to trim the edges off my lace where it's gone over the sides. Get some string to go through it. There we go, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tags, and we've got, okay, so we've got some tickets, that handmade tickets, we've got some printed out tickets, and we've got some tags that we've made. So now let's find somewhere in the journal for them. I'm just going to round the corners on that one. Have somebody's eye out of that corner, won't I? So pretty, really love those. I think they're going to go really nicely in there. Love it. So let's see how we can use them in our journal. Or in my journal. So to start with, you can see that I printed this set out smaller, I scaled them down, printed them out and used them on the front of the journal. As we're going through, we could have a ticket up there if we wanted to. The journal is getting to be almost ready now, so there's not a lot of spaces and that left in it to put things, but we'll find somewhere for them. And I can also show you how I've used them in here already. So if we've got a pocket, we can put a tag in it. So let's find one of the tags to put in there, maybe that one. That looks pretty in there, doesn't it? Like that. We could maybe put that little one in there. That's pretty. That could have a big tag in it, couldn't it? We could put the herbology tag in there. Oh, we've nearly used them all already. Then on here, I'm going to make a belly band using these big tags, but first I'm going to back them up onto some, card. So I only want as much card, I want the butterfly on there, so. Yeah, just before the one. I only want as much card as I need, though I don't want to put too much card on, glue the whole thing on and not use it. So I'm going to use that as a belly band on there like that. So another thing that I could have done is have it that way. I actually do like the idea of having it that way, so I am actually going to do that. I'm going to cut it across there like that, and I'm going to have it as a horizontal belly band rather than a vertical one. So let's get some glue on these edges. Can you hear my dog groaning? Ooh. Both my dog and my son's dog do a lot of groaning. They do that all the time. I don't know why they do it, but they do. So let's glue that onto there like, oh, I'll have it the right way up, shall we? Like that. And I was thinking we could probably glue that over the top just to do a little smaller belly band over the top. I think I am actually going to do that. So we'll cut it just there. And I'm going to put a bit of glue on the edge of this one. It's a good way of using the other tickets, and you've got two belly bands instead of one then. Glue that onto, I've covered my butterfly up now on the twit. Never mind, it doesn't matter. So now what we have is a double belly band. So this great big tag should fit in there like that. Love that. There's my butterfly back, look. There she is. And then in the front, I can use this piece of tag that hasn't been used on another thing. I can put that through there and have that as a little writing spot. And I could have this one as a little writing spot. You get the idea. You could put anything through there really, another little journaling card or, but yeah. So it's two belly bands in one we've got there, and I think we've about finished, haven't we? We could use that as a tuck spot because it is quite pretty, and if I just glued it across the bottom and up the side, you could tuck. Let's do that then. There we go. and then you can tuck either a journaling card or a tag in there. And as I say, even your tickets that you didn't, you know, the bits of ticket you didn't use before could go in there. I'm trying to think of something somewhere to put these little tickets. This journal is about done, you know. Yeah, you can see that I've used this part of the ticket as a pocket on the bottom of there, look, so you can put things in there. You could put a journaling card in there. You see? This one could be a horizontal belly band like that, just on its own, just a little horizontal belly band. Yeah. You could also just have it on the bottom of the page as a little tuck spot. Just glue each end and across the bottom. But yeah, that's a few ideas that you could use it for. Horizontal belly band might be a good idea, mightn't it? Maybe I could put it just there as a horizontal belly band. Shall we do that? We might as well use it up, haven't we? And then that can go in there as a little, we'll pop that in there as a little writing spot. So yeah, so that was my video for prompt 28, tickets and tags. I hope you enjoyed that and got some inspiration from it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.